All right, let's just jump right in. We are about to pull back the curtain on the canine mind to answer that one question every single dog owner asks themselves. What do they really see when they look at us? And I'll tell you, the answer is way more profound, and honestly, a lot more personal than you might be expecting. I mean, have you really wondered? You know that look, that soulful stare where they just lock onto you, and you can't help but think, are they just thinking about dinner, a walk? Or is there something much, much deeper going on in there? Well, it turns out the science says there absolutely is. And their perception is so different from ours, it's almost like they're from another planet. So to really get this, we've got to wrap our heads around something huge. Their entire world is built on a completely different set of senses. And where it all starts for them, well, it's not where you might think. It really begins with what they see. Okay, so check this out. The difference in vision it's just massive. While we're seeing this whole vibrant rainbow of colors, their world is painted in shades of yellow and blue. And where we zoom in on the tiniest details, like the little wrinkle of a smile, they're looking at the big picture, the overall shape of your body, and, this is the really important part, how it moves. For a dog, motion is language. And that right there, that's the first huge takeaway. You know, that slight tilt of your head, or how your arm just kind of hangs when you're relaxed, the way your shoulders shift, that's their dictionary for your mood. Seriously. They don't need a photo of your face to know who you are. They know you by the rhythm of your walk. All right, so if they aren't laser focused on the little details of our faces, then what are they tuning into? Well, it turns out it's actually less about what they see with their eyes and a whole lot more about what they feel. This quote, man, it just nails it. Think about it. You could get a whole new haircut, change your clothes, your entire look, and your dog probably wouldn't even blink. But the second your mood shifts, they know instantly. Because for them, who you are isn't about your face. It's all about the energy, the vibe you bring into a room. But energy can sound a little, out there. So what does it actually mean? It's not some mystical thing. It's real. It's the physical signals you're sending out all the time, like the pace of your walk when you're excited, or that heaviness in your step when you're feeling down, even the rhythm of your breathing when you're stressed. They pick up on all of it. They're absolute masters at reading these tiny, subtle cues. And here's the crazy part. They don't just read your mood, they absorb it. It's like they're emotional sponges. There's even a scientific term for it, emotional contagion. Ever notice how if you're anxious, they might start pacing? Or if you're calm and relaxed, they just melt into a puddle on the floor? Yeah, their emotional state is very often a direct mirror of our own. Okay, so that brings us to the next piece of the puzzle, communication. We've covered sight, we've covered feeling, but what about sound? What are they actually hearing when we talk to them? This is the big one, isn't it? We've all done it. You're telling your dog all about your terrible day at work, and you wonder, are they getting any of this? Well, the answer is yes, but probably not in the way you're imagining. See, here's the thing. They're not listening for the words. They're not processing your vocabulary. They're listening to your emotional music, the tone, the pitch, the rhythm of how you speak. To your dog, your voice is basically a song, and they're experts at figuring out what that song means. You know, that high-pitched, "who's a good boy," is a happy little tune. A sharp "no" is like a loud, jarring chord. And the science on this is just, wow. They've done brain scans, right? And a dog's brain can pick out its owner's voice with more than 90% accuracy. But here's the really magical part. Only your voice, not a stranger's, lights up the reward centers in their brain. A stranger's voice just doesn't have the same effect. You are literally speaking directly to their happy place. Okay, so let's put all these pieces together. We know they're watching our posture, they're feeling our energy, they're listening to our emotional music. So what does that all add up to? When they look at us, who do they really see? You know, we like to think of ourselves as their best friend, maybe a pack leader or something, but the research points to something deeper, something much more primal, and honestly, a lot more profound. They see you as a parent figure. Now, not in the human sense of mom or dad. It's more like the way a tiny puppy instinctively relies on its mother. You are their North Star for safety. You are the person who makes the big, scary world feel okay. And once you know this, you start to see the signs everywhere. You know how they follow you from room to room? That's not them being needy. That's them sticking close to their source of safety. When they curl up in your pile of laundry, it's not just a cozy spot. They're wrapping themselves in your scent, which to them means everything is okay. All these little things they do, it's them trying to recreate that very first absolute bond of trust they ever experienced. So, really, the next time your dog gives you that look, just remember what they're seeing. In this big, confusing world, your posture is their roadmap, your energy is their weather forecast, and your voice is their home. They're not just looking at a person, they're looking at their compass, their safe place, the absolute center of their entire world.